everyone's talking about the northern lights right now, but if you've ever wondered why do we actually see the northern lights, well, we're going to break it down really quick in a science lesson. I'm meteorologist Michaela Smith, and the aurora borealis, or the northern lights, all begins with the sun. The sun emits a solar flare, and that gets pushed with the solar winds towards the earth. Now, once it gets a little bit closer to the earth has its magnetic field around it. Those solar winds push these electrons from the solar flare into the earth's magnetic field, and then eventually it pushes them towards the poles. And once it starts to impact the atmosphere, the electrons deal with other things in the atmosphere, and that gives you the colors that you see with the aurora borealis. Now, that's obviously a very quick explanation, but it all again traces back to the sun. But there are different types of colors that you'll see with the northern lights based off of where you are, but also how high up in the atmosphere some of those interactions are happening. Some of those more common colors that you'll see closer to the surface will be those pinks and greens, just because those are a little bit lower in the atmosphere. But more rare colors that you see with the auroras are going to be those deep blues and even reds. Those are not as common to be seen because they are way higher up in the atmosphere that you're seeing those interactions, and so typically you have to be closer to the poles to actually see that array of colors. Now, because this is a geomagnetic storm, it will come in waves. So if you step outside and you feel like maybe the colors aren't as bright as they could be, give it about 20 to 30 minutes and then go back outside. We often see these ebbs and flows or these pulse ups, and that's when you're usually going to see those brighter colors. So if you're not impressed the first time you go outside, again, give it a little bit of time, and then you may be shocked with how bright those colors could be. And if you missed the northern lights last night, don't be too bummed. There's another chance to view it this evening. Make sure you're following us here on Hail Trace because we're about to post a full breakdown of the northern lights forecast for tonight and who's going to have the best chance of viewing.